Hello, everybody. My name is Chris Smiley. I am the Communications and Outreach Director for New College Berkeley, and I'm here at our offices hanging out with our Executive Director, Craig Wong. Hey, Craig.
Hi, everybody.
And we have some books stacked next to you. What's that about?
Yeah, hey, some of these authors you're going to know and some you won't, but many of you who have been around for a while know about Out of the Salt Shaker with Rebecca Manley Pippert. Some of you may have taken classes or read the books of Bill Dyrness, Themes in Old Testament Theology. Madeleine Engel, she's written books that have hit the big screen through movies. What's that mean of that movie that you?
Swiftly Tilting Planet.
Swiftly Tilting Planet.
Yeah,
I've
good
not
movie.
seen that.
Good book.
The Message by Eugene Peterson. So many of you I know have this book on your shelf. This was written by one of my early professors. I took a class with him up at Regent College. This is James Houston. He wrote a book called Transforming Friendship. This one here is called The Mentored Life. Mark Labberton wrote a book that really helped us to understand that there is an inextricable connection between worship and justice. One of my personal heroes, Marilyn McIntyre, Caring for Words in a Culture of Lies. It's amazing. This book was written over a decade ago, and yet it's so pertinent. We need her words today. We just recently celebrated the life of Reverend Dr. Earl Palmer. This is a book called Salvation by Surprise. It's a commentary on the book of Romans, which was one of his favorite books, those of you who knew him. Sharon Gallagher compiled an anthology where faith meets culture. Sharon also is very formative in the history of New College. And The Cultivated Life, just how important it is that we are developing our inner intimacy with God and our spiritual life. And so Susan Phillips was also an ED of New College Berkeley for many years, and she's still bringing her rich gift to New College this day. And lastly, a book by David Gill called The Word of God and the Ethics of Jacques Ellul. And for those of you who don't know Jacques Ellul, he had so much to say about what we call technology. And so his wisdom is something that we're very much needing today, especially as we think about just the sort of meteoric rise and implementation of artificial intelligence. So maybe you already picked this up, but what holds all these books in common, in fact, all these books on this shelf, these are books that have been written by faculty that have taught at New College Berkeley over the years. And I think, it's not just that we have a lot of amazing authors that have served with New College, but I think what they represent is a real commitment to the Word of God, to theological imagination, and how to live out the Word in this increasingly complex world that we live in. We recently had Tizon do a workshop on Christ Among the Classes. Choi from Colgate Divinity School in the East Coast has written a book on post-colonial discipleship of embodiment, really looking at economics and what would a divine economic look like? What would a divine economy look like in our neoliberal economic world? And then Russel, who has done a lot of work on liturgy, particularly through the lens of Asian North American Christianity. And how liturgy shapes the way that we interact with our culture, our world, and as we think about this particular socio-political moment, how important it is to be wrestling with these things. And so, anyway, I wanted to just share a few of these books because I think it captures the heart and spirit of New College Berkeley, and it is an adventure that continues on, and we really want to invite you to be a part of this adventure. We want to be a third space for the church and the academy to come together to wrestle with the big questions of our day. We want to be a co-learning community that can really put not only our heads together, but our hearts together as well, and to grow in spiritual friendship and to be there for each other in the midst of a very changing and uncertain world. And all of this is going to require money as well, and we invite you to be financial partners with New College. We are in the middle of a summer fundraising campaign, and a gift from you to New College would be extremely helpful and appreciated at this time. And so we invite you to be financial partners with us. But stay tuned. for the continuing unfolding and evolving new college that is taking place right now. And we look forward to being a part of this journey with you together. Thank you.
Thank you.